I've been a taxi driver for 12 years. Night shifts mostly. I pick up drunks, business people, tired travelers. I've heard every story. I've seen everything. Nothing surprises me anymore. But last Friday I picked up a fare from a house on the old side of town. The house was dark, no lights on. The man who got in was wearing a suit. Old suit, wrinkled, like he'd been wearing it for days. He didn't say hello. He just gave me an address, the airport. I started driving. The man sat in the back. I could see him in my rearview mirror. He was staring straight ahead, not moving, not blinking. I asked if he had luggage. He said no. I asked if he was catching a flight. He said, "I'm already on it." I thought he was confused, drunk maybe, but his voice was clear, too clear. I asked what airline. He said, "The one that leaves at 3:33 a.m. Gate 12, always Gate 12. I checked the time. It was 3:15 a.m. I told him we would make it. He didn't respond, just kept staring ahead. His reflection in the mirror looked wrong. His eyes were too dark. The highway was empty. No cars, no trucks, just my headlights cutting through the fog. I tried to make conversation. Nothing. I turned on the radio. Static. Every station. Just static. I turned it off. The man spoke. "Turn left here." I looked at my GPS. The GPS said straight. "Left," he said again. His voice was harder. I turned left. We were on a road I had never seen. A road that wasn't on the map. The streetlights were off. The houses were dark. Some had no windows, just walls. I asked where we were. He said, "The shortcut. The one only the dead know." I laughed. Nervous laugh. He didn't laugh. I asked if he was joking. He said, "I died in a car crash on this road 40 years ago. I was on my way to the airport. My flight was at 3:33 a.m. Gate 12. I never made it. I've been trying to catch that flight ever since. Every night I find a driver. Every night I take the shortcut. Every night I almost make it. But the gate closes, and I have to try again. Tonight is different. Tonight, you are different." I looked at my GPS. The destination was gone. The screen was black. The road ahead was dark. I tried to turn around. The steering wheel locked. The car kept moving forward. The man's hand was on my shoulder. Cold. So cold. He said, "Keep driving. We're almost there. I can feel it. The gates are open tonight. I don't know why. Maybe because of you. Maybe you were meant to be here. Maybe you were meant to take me, to finish what started 40 years ago, to let me board." I looked in the rearview mirror. His face was different, younger, no wrinkles, no gray hair, just a young man in an old suit, scared, hopeful. He said, "Please, I just want to go home." I pressed the gas. The car shot forward. The road curved. The fog cleared. I saw lights ahead. The airport. I could see the control tower, the terminals, the runway. I was going to make it. I checked the time. 3:31 a.m. 2 minutes. I could do it. The man in the back was crying, silent tears. "Thank you," he whispered. "Thank you for not running." I pulled into the airport. The departures area was empty. No cars, no people. Just the building. I stopped at the curb. The door opened. The man stepped out. He turned and looked at me. His eyes were normal now. Brown. Human. He said, "My name is Daniel. I was 28 when I died. I had a wife, a daughter. I never got to say goodbye. Now I can. Thank you for taking me, for not asking questions, for not driving away. Most drivers do. They see the shortcut and they run. They see the road and they turn back. But you kept going. You believed me. Or maybe you didn't. Maybe you were just curious. Either way, I'm grateful." He walked toward the terminal doors. They opened for him. There was light inside. Bright light. Warm light. He walked through the doors. The doors closed. The light went out. The terminal was dark again. Empty. I sat in my car for a long time. I didn't move. I checked the back seat. There was a photo. Old photo, black and white, curled at the edges. A young man in a suit, smiling, holding a ticket. I turned the photo over. Written on the back, Daniel, Flight 333, Paris, 3:33 a.m., Gate 12, never arrived. I put the photo in my pocket. I drove home. The shortcut road was gone. The GPS worked again. I got home at 5 a.m. I told my wife I was tired. I didn't tell her about Daniel. The next night I drove again. Same route, same highway. No shortcut, no empty airport. Everything was normal. I thought maybe I had dreamed it. I kept the photo in my wallet. Proof. I showed it to no one. A week passed. Then I got a call. Dispatch said I had a fare, house on the old side of town. I drove there. The house was dark, no lights on. The man who got in was wearing a suit, old suit, wrinkled. He sat in the back. I looked in the mirror. It was Daniel. Same face, same eyes. He said, "I missed my flight again. The gate closed before I could board. Can you take me back? I need to try again." I said yes. I didn't ask questions. I drove the highway. The shortcut appeared. The empty road. The dark houses. Daniel was quiet. At 3:31 a.m. we reached the airport. Empty. He got out. Walked to the doors. They opened. Light poured out. He turned and waved. I waved back. The doors closed. The light went out. I waited. He didn't come back. I drove home. The photo in my wallet was gone, replaced by a ticket. A boarding pass. Flight 333, Paris. 3:33 a.m. Gate 12. My name was on it. I don't know how it got there. I called my wife. I told her I was coming home. She said, "You are home. You came home an hour ago. You're sleeping right now." I hung up. I looked in the back seat. Daniel was there. He wasn't a young man anymore. He was old, wrinkled, dying. He whispered, "I need a driver. The flight is full." But they said I could bring someone who helped me, someone who believed me. You were the one. I want you to come with me. Paris is beautiful this time of year, or so they say. I've never been, but I heard it's worth the trip. Will you come with me? I didn't answer. I couldn't. The car was moving on its own now, down the shortcut, toward the airport. The terminal was glowing, bright, warm. I could see the gates, the planes, the lights. I looked at the boarding pass. 3:33 a.m., Gate 12, Paris. I looked at Daniel. He was smiling, young again. He held out his hand. I took it. The car stopped at the curb. The doors opened. We walked together toward the terminal. The doors opened. The light was everywhere. I looked back at my car. Empty. The engine was off. I didn't care. I turned and walked into the light. I hope Paris is beautiful. I flew to Paris last week. Red-eye flight, cheap tickets. I was excited. First trip to Europe. I sat in seat 14A, window seat. The flight was full. A man sat next to me in 14B, tall, thin, wore a gray suit. He didn't look at me when he sat down. He didn't say hello. He just stared straight ahead. I thought he was tired. It was 2 a.m. Everyone was tired. I put on my headphones. I closed my eyes. I felt something cold on my arm. The man's hand. He was touching my sleeve. I opened my eyes. He was staring at me. His eyes were gray, too gray. I asked if he needed something. He didn't answer. He just kept staring. I pulled my arm away. He smiled. His smile was wrong, too wide, too many teeth. He said, "Paris is beautiful. I've been there many times, but I never stay. They never let me stay." I asked who they were. He said, "The ones at the gate, the ones who check your papers. They always find something wrong, a missing stamp, an expired visa, a reason to send me back. I've been on this flight 43 times. I've never made it through customs." I thought he was joking. He wasn't smiling anymore. He was crying. I didn't know what to say. I looked around the cabin. The other passengers were sleeping. The flight attendants were in the back. I was alone with this man. He wiped his tears and said, "I died in 1987 on this flight, going to Paris. Heart attack. They found me in the lavatory. They turned the plane around. I never made it to Paris. I never made it anywhere. I've been on this flight ever since. Every night, same seat, same time, same destination. I always wake up at 3:33 a.m., right before we land, right before I almost make it. Then the plane turns around. I have to try again. I checked the time. It was 3:30 a.m., 3 minutes until 3:33. The man stood up. He walked to the lavatory. The door closed. I sat there frozen. At 3:33, the cabin lights flickered. The intercom crackled. A voice said something in French. The pilot announced our descent. We were landing. I looked at the lavatory. The door was open. The man was gone. I called the flight attendant. I asked about the passenger in 14B. She checked her list. No one is in 14B, she said. That seat is empty. It's been empty all flight. I showed her the seat. Empty. The plane landed. I got off and walked through the terminal. I was shaking. I told myself I had dreamed it. I went through customs. The officer looked at my passport. He asked the purpose of my visit. Tourism, I said. He stamped my passport and waved me through. I walked into the arrivals hall. The lights were bright. The floor was polished. And there he was. The man from 14B, standing by the exit, wearing the same gray suit. He was holding a sign. My name was on it. He smiled. His smile was wrong. Welcome to Paris, he said. I've been waiting for you. 43 flights. And now you're here. You can see me. That means you're one of us now. I tried to run. My legs didn't move. I tried to scream. No sound came out. The man walked closer. He put his hand on my shoulder. Cold, heavy. He said, "Don't be afraid. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want company. It gets lonely on the flight. 43 trips alone. No one to talk to. No one who can see me. But you saw me. You heard me. You believed me. That makes you special. That makes you mine." I looked around. The arrivals hall was empty. No travelers. No airport staff. Just me and the man. And the sign with my name. I asked him what he meant by one of us. He said the stuck ones. The ones who never made it. Not to Paris. Not to anywhere. We exist between flights. Between destinations. Between life and death. We ride the planes. We look for company. Sometimes we find it. Sometimes they see us. Sometimes they hear us. And when they do, they become stuck too. Like you. You can't go back now. You can't get on another flight. You can't leave. You'll ride this one with me, forever. Or until someone else sees you. That's how it works. That's how it's always worked. I turned and ran toward the exit. The glass door slid open. I stepped outside. Cold air hit my face. The street was empty. No cars, no taxis, no people. The sky was dark. No stars, no moon. I heard footsteps behind me. The man was following, walking slowly, calmly. "There's nowhere to go," he said. "This is the other Paris, the one the living don't see, the one the dead wander, the one the stuck stay. You're stuck now, stuck with me, stuck with the others. There are hundreds of us, thousands. We all tried to make it. We all failed. Now we wait. For someone like you. Someone who sees. Someone who hears." I walked for hours. The streets were the same. Empty. Silent. The buildings were there, but no lights in the windows. No people. No life. I passed the Eiffel Tower. It was dark. No lights. No tourists. I passed the Louvre. Empty. I passed a cafe. The chairs were stacked. The windows were boarded. I sat on a bench and cried. The man sat next to me. He put his arm around my shoulder. "It's not so bad," he said. "At first, yes, but you get used to it. There are others. We talk, we walk, we wait. Sometimes we watch the living planes fly overhead. We wave. They never wave back. But we wave anyway. It's the only thing we can do." I asked him if there was a way out. He thought for a long time. "I've heard stories," he said. "Someone who found a gate. A real gate. Not the ones we use. A different one. One that goes back. One that goes home. But no one knows where it is. No one knows how to find it. They say it appears at 3:33 a.m. at the airport. Gate 12. The same gate I was supposed to go through in 1987. But I've been there. I've looked. It's never there. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe it's for someone like you. Someone who still has a chance. Someone who's not completely stuck yet. I looked at the dark sky. I asked him how long it had been since he first got stuck. He said, "I don't know. Time doesn't pass here. Not the same way. Days feel like hours. Years feel like minutes. I've been here so long I forgot what living felt like. But I remember the warmth, the sun on my face, the sound of my wife's voice, her laugh. I remember her laugh. I can't hear it anymore. I can't hear anything except the silence and the planes. Sometimes I hear the planes, the engines, the announcement. Welcome to Paris." I used to cry when I heard that. Now I just wait. Wait for someone new. Someone who sees me. I stood up. I walked back to the airport. The man followed. He didn't try to stop me. I walked through the empty terminal, the empty gates, the empty hallways. I found gate 12. It was dark. The door was closed. I pushed it. It opened. Light poured through. Warm light, bright light. I could see a plane, a real plane, with real passengers. A flight attendant was standing at the door. She smiled at me. She looked alive. She looked real. I turned to say goodbye to the man. He was crying, but he was smiling. "Go," he said. "Go before it closes. I'll be fine. I'll wait for the next one. Maybe they'll be the one who takes me home. I'm glad I met you. Say hello to Paris for me, the real one." I walked through the gate. The door closed behind me. I didn't look back. I'm a taxi driver. I've been driving for 20 years. I've taken hundreds of people to the airport. Most of them I forget. But last month, I picked up a man who changed everything. He was young, maybe 30, wearing a suit that didn't fit right. He was carrying one bag, small, old, leather. He sat in the back and didn't say a word. I asked if he was going on vacation. He said, "I'm going home, finally, after all these years." I asked where home was. He said, "Paris, but I've never been there." I didn't understand. He just smiled, a sad smile. We drove in silence. The man stared out the window. When we reached the airport, he handed me a $100 bill and said, "Keep the change. Thank you for not asking questions." He got out and walked into the terminal. I watched him go. He stopped at the door and turned around. He waved at me. I waved back. He walked inside. I drove away. I thought nothing of it. A week later, I got a call from a friend. He worked at the airline. He said, "You know that fare you took to the airport? The guy with the leather bag? He never checked in. We found his bag near the check-in counter. It had no tags, no ID, just a photo of you." I didn't understand. I went to the airport the next day. My friend met me at security. He handed me the bag, the leather bag. I opened it. Inside there was a photo of me, taken from the front seat of my car. I was driving. The man was in the back. The photo was old, yellowed, like it had been taken years ago. I never gave him my picture. I never let anyone take my picture while I was driving. On the back of the photo, written in shaky handwriting, "Find me at gate 12, 3:33 a.m., flight to Paris. I'll be waiting." I checked the time. It was 3:30 a.m. I walked to gate 12. The flight was boarding. Passengers were lined up. I looked at the line. The man was there, the same man, same suit, same bag. He was holding a boarding pass. He looked at me and smiled. "You came," he said. "I knew you would. I've been waiting for 20 years." I asked him what he meant. He said, "I died in a taxi accident in 2003. My driver was a man named Carlos. He was driving me to the airport. We crashed on the highway. I died. He survived. I've been trying to get to Paris ever since, but I can't get on the plane without someone who sees me, someone who remembers me. You. You're the one." I stepped back. He reached out and touched my arm. His hand was cold. "Don't run," he said. "I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to go home." I've been stuck here for 20 years. 20 years of waiting for a driver who wouldn't run. You didn't run. You drove me here. You brought me to the gate. You gave me a chance. Please, just come with me. Walk with me to the plane. That's all I need. Someone to walk with me. Someone to say goodbye to. I didn't want to, but my feet were moving, walking toward the gate, toward the plane. The flight attendant smiled. She scanned my ticket. I didn't have a ticket, but she scanned something. It beeped. She said, "Welcome aboard, sir." I walked down the jet bridge. The man followed. We reached the door of the plane. The cabin was empty. No passengers, no crew, just seats. The man walked to seat 14B. He sat down. He gestured to the seat next to him. 14A. "Sit with me," he said. "Just until takeoff, then you can go. I promise." I sat down. The plane doors closed. The engine started. We started moving. I looked at the window. We were leaving the gate. I asked him if this was real. He laughed. "Real enough," he said. "I've been on this plane 1,000 times, but it never takes off. Something always stops it. A mechanical issue, a delay, a call from the tower. But this time is different. You're here. You're with me. That makes it real. That makes it possible." I looked at him. He was different now. Younger, healthier. The tiredness in his eyes was gone. He looked alive. He looked happy. He said, "Thank you. I've been waiting for you for 20 years. I almost gave up. But you came. You kept driving. You didn't turn around. You believed me." The plane accelerated. The engines roared. We lifted off. I felt the wheels leave the ground. The man held my hand. His hand was cold, but not cold like death. Cold like winter, cold like the wind. He said, "We're going to Paris, the real Paris. Not the one the tourists see. The one I've been dreaming about. The one I'll finally see." I asked him what he would do there. He said, "I don't know. But I'll finally be somewhere. I'll finally be someone. I'll finally be free." The cabin lights flickered. The seatbelt sign turned off. The plane leveled out. The man smiled. A real smile, not the sad one. The flight attendant walked down the aisle. She offered drinks. The man took a glass of water. He drank it like it was the best thing he had ever tasted. "I haven't had water in 20 years, he said. "I couldn't, not really, not the way you do. Everything passed through me, nothing stayed. But now it stays. I can feel it. The water, the air, the vibration of the engines. I'm real now, because of you." I didn't know what to say. I just watched him. He looked out the window at the clouds. The sun was rising, orange and pink, beautiful. He pointed at the window. "Look," he said, "that's the real sky. I've seen it in my dreams, but I never thought I'd see it from here, from a plane, with someone, with you." I looked at the sky. It was beautiful. The man turned to me. "You can go back now," he said. "The door is behind you. The plane will land in Paris. I'll get off. I'll walk through customs. I'll finally be home. But you have to go back. You don't belong here. Not yet. You have a life, a family, a job. Go back to it. I'll be fine. I promise." I stood up. I walked to the back of the plane. There was a door. I opened it. I stepped through. I was back at the airport. Gate 12. The boarding area was empty. The flight to Paris had already left. I looked at my watch. It was 3:33 a.m. I walked to the taxi stand. My car was there, waiting. I got in and drove home. I told my wife I had a strange night. She didn't ask questions. I went to sleep. When I woke up, I checked my phone. There was a message from an unknown number, a photo. The Eiffel Tower, lit up, beautiful. Underneath a caption, "Made it, thank you, I'll never forget you." I smiled. I saved the photo. It's been a month. I still drive. I still take people to the airport. Sometimes I see things. A shadow at gate 12. A flicker of light at 3:33 a.m. A man in a gray suit walking through the terminal. He always waves. I always wave back. I don't know if he's real. I don't know if any of it was real, but I have the photo, the Eiffel Tower, the message. I check it every night. Last night, I got another message, a new photo, a view from a window, clouds, orange and pink. The caption, "I found Paris, the real one. It's even better than I imagined. When you're ready, I'll be waiting. Gate 12, 3:33 a.m. The flight never leaves without you. Not if you want to stay." I don't know what to do.